back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin is my friend Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, welcome back to the show, and how are you doing today?
I'm great, ready to talk about scammers.
I love scam talk, and today we're going to be talking about student loan forgiveness and scams. Obviously, there's been and we've talked about this on the show about the loan forgiveness programs that have been out there, starting, stopping, starting, stopping. When am I going to pay? When am I not going to pay? It's opened the door wide open to scams and other misinformation out there. So today we're going to try to crack down on some things to be looking for scams, so you don't get scammed out of paying, not paying, or anything else that comes with scams. So first off, just set us up at the status of where we are in recent months and this whole student loan forgiveness program.
The news is out there and scammers are going to take advantage. We all heard that the government student loan forgiveness program was struck down by the Supreme Court. And in September, interest will start to accrue on those student loans. And in October, payments are going to be required. We know that there's a lot of people who have student loans who have not been paying their loans because they've been paused for the last 3 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, those people are going to have to begin paying their loans again, and scammers know that. And they're going to try to come at you with opportunities to lower your payment or improve your credit score, maybe even consolidate your loan. And if somebody comes at you and they ask you to take an unsolicited phone call, maybe you receive an unsolicited text message or email with these offers, you need to be really careful that they're legitimate.
Yeah, I get these prankster calls quite a bit actually every day. We get them here at the city for whatever reason. And yeah, it is totally not legit. It sounds like, oh man, this is too good to be true. And you're like, ding, ding, ding. But what are some things that we can look for that they come in as far as scams? I like this first one, the promising to reduce debt by lowering your payments. That sounds wonderful, Tiffany.
It sounds wonderful, but all you have to do is pay a fee. And that's what the scammer is out to get you for. They're out to get your money and they're out to get your personal information. So who doesn't want lower payments? You can apply for this program that you've never heard of, but you received an unsolicited communication about the program. Why don't you know about the program? Because only the scammer's offering the program. So be very careful if somebody asks you if you would like to apply for a program that can lower your payments through student loan forgiveness. It likely doesn't exist.
What about the one that says save you money if you consolidate your loans with a minimal fee? That sounds right.
Again, a minimal fee. If you consolidate your loans, you shouldn't have to pay a minimal fee to do it. So be very, very careful. If you're going to consolidate, you want to work with a lender who is legitimate, and you need to do your homework on that lender before you go ahead and fill out a form or pay a fee.
Yeah, and I mean, I joke around with these because they do sound too good to be true, but in all seriousness, people are still getting taken advantage of in this because they may be at other situations surrounding this, and that's these high pressure tactics, if you will, unsolicited is what can get people tripped up. So you've already mentioned doing your research on some of it, but finding a lender or legitimate business can be easy by working with the BBB.
Go to bbb.org and research lenders. If you have a lender in mind, you can search by company name. If you're looking for a category of lenders to reach out to, you can search by category too. So you want to read their customer complaints. If they have any customer reviews, check their rating. What are they rated? If they're rated an A+, it's because BBB doesn't have any bad information on them. If they're rated an F, BBB is going to tell you why they're rated an F. We also encourage you to do an internet search on the company name. So search by the company, the lender name, follow it by scam, complaint, customer review. See what types of information you can find on that business. Keep in mind when you apply for a loan, you're giving a lot of personal information. You're usually providing your social security number. Maybe there is a processing fee involved. You want to know that you're working with a legitimate company. Some of these offers that come unsolicited may be from a legitimate company, but it's your job to do your homework and find that out.
Yeah, it's a good resource there at the bbb.org to help out on just learning a little bit more about business if you're calling it into question. The Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, has information as well on consumer education materials related to student loans. Another great resource, Tiffany, that people can work with to understand where things are at and how loan programs work.
FTC.gov/student loans is a great resource for anybody who's looking for a consolidation or any type of program that you may qualify for.
All right, back into the scam world of things here. I like this sentence: empty promises lead to an empty wallet and more debt. Why?
Again, do your homework. These scammers are going to promise loan forgiveness programs. And if you haven't paid your student loans for 3 years and you're using that money for something else, your wallet is going to be empty and you're still going to have your student loans if you take one of these scam opportunities and you move forward with it. So, really important to keep your money to put towards those student loans, not to the scammers' pockets.
And that is the final thought on this one. If you want to find out more information or report on it, super important to always report if you do run into one of these scams. Where can we do that through the website at bbb.org?
More information on these scams and more can be found on bbb.org. If you have experienced a scam, regardless if you lost money or personal information, we'd like you to report it to us at bbb.org/scam tracker. Your report is going to help warn others of the scams taking place in the marketplace. And one of the cool things about Scam Tracker is you could see what types of scams are going on in your area. Even if you've been contacted by a company and you believe it's a scam, you can type in the business name and see if anybody else has reported something like that.
Yeah, super important there to stay up on it and report it. Tiffany, thank you so much for walking us through this today and all your help throughout the years. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me today.